What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Advice, and it is good to be back. I cooked up a little heat for y'all. We got a Trick Room team with Slowbro and Gastrodon featuring new challengers, Dualipo the Espathra and Legion the Maushold. So basically the point of this team is to lead Raymundo the Slowbro with some form of redirection if I feel necessary. I think against this team, I'd like to go Maushold with it. And then if I can get up Trick Room successfully, I can use Follow Me to get a free switch into Gastrodon and spam Surf with Raymundo, woogity woogity woogity. And that Surf will boost up Gastrodon's special attack with Storm Drain so I can get off big muddy waters. And Dualipo's good in the back for cleanup. You know, it's got its own speed control, so whatever Gastrodon can't clean up by itself, Dualipo with Focus Sash has a pretty good chance of finishing off. So let's see what this team can do. I also got Rain Dance on Slowbro to help counter the Torkoal teams, and Safety Goggles on Slowbro to prevent Spore. So some decent techs on this team. Alright, our opponent Kevin L leads Baxcalibur and Annihilate. Now, I don't love seeing Baxcalibur because it resists Muddy Water and Surf, so it kind of prevents me from spamming what I want to spam. Now, Annihilate can go for Final Gambit, take out any of these Pokemon. You know, with Choice Scarf, it will be faster than Maushold, but we don't even know if that's necessarily the case. So instead of redirecting, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Terra Ghost, and that will prevent Annihilate from being able to hit Slowbro with a Final Gambit, and I'll just try to take out this Baxcalibur turn 1 if I can. So Population Bomb on the Baxcalibur. Little Terra Ghost tech, prevent Fake Out. Slowbro's got really good natural bulk, so it can survive most double ups. I was thinking about using Culver Berry because there are a lot of dark types in this meta. Hydreigon, Meowscarada, King's Gambit. But I figured Safety Goggles would be better to get rid of Spore opportunities from things like Totoscruel and Amoonguss. So Baxcalibur does go down with that Population Bomb. We did get a nice little crit. May have mattered because it looked like we didn't quite do half with the first 5 hits. And we get a free switch in. So this is good. Trick Room goes up. Slowbro still is at full health. And Gastrodon comes in safely. You love to see it. So both the Slowbro and the Gastrodon have decent special attack investment, putting them both at 154 special attack stat. And spamming Surf will boost that up for Gastrodon. So after 2 Surfs, I'm at 308 special attack. So those Muddy Waters are doing huge damage. Thinking about Shadow Balling here. I got Terra Ghost Shadow Ball. Be nice to just see how much this will do to Annihilate. But you know what? Let's just power up Gastrodon and get Muddy Waters off. I don't know how I feel about Tinkaton. That base 75 attack is just not enough, even with a 160 base power move, to do enough damage for me. But let's see what it can do here. So we get the Surf, we get the Storm Drain boost. Alright, solid chip with the Surf, and Muddy Water double connects. Doesn't pick up, but we do get an accuracy drop on Annihilate and Tinkaton. You love to see it. Spamming Brain Dead, Muddy Water, and getting accuracy drops. Double connects. So, cool thing I can do now. Yeah, that does nothing. Not even resisted, and did like a third of my damage. So, Gastrodon gets some leftovers recovery. And because I know that Surf can KO both of these Pokemon, or they may protect or switch out, I'm going to go for the sub with Gastrodon. That way, once Trick Room runs out, I got a little protection on Gastrodon to get off some extra attacks. We still got full health Focus Sash Espathra in the back, so we're looking pretty good here. Really just depends on what their last Pokemon is. We get another Surf up. Gastrodon sitting over 300 special attack now. Slowbro picks up 2 KOs. Shout out Raymundo. Let me get a little pop off from my boys. and substitute Gastrodon. So I'd say we are in a mighty fine position here. Really missing that dynamic camera from Sword and Shield. It was cool to see it zooming all over the field, checking out all the trainers and giving different angles of the Pokemon. But this game does look pretty good. So they got Garchomp. I can just go for a Surf and an Earth Power. I like that better than missing Muddy Water. Even if I miss Muddy Water, Espathra could come in and clean up, but after the Surf, Gastrodon is going to be at big special attack, so they go Terra Ground. That's not going to save you, my friend. Okay, Slowbro, I see you. And Earth Power finishes off Garchomp. We take those. That wasn't the strongest team we could have played against, but it had some threats. Excalibur, Annihilate, Garchomp. Really cool of Maushold to be able to take out that Excalibur and make that an easy sweep for us. So there we go. Game 1 in the bag. Let's see what we got next. We got Borachuzo. Little Rotom, Arcanine, Vaporeon. This team is tricky because Vaporeon has a water absorb, so it's going to make it difficult for me to spam my Muddy Water strategy, but let's see what we can do. I'm going to lead Raymundo, and Amoonguss could be good here, but you know what? I just like the offensive threat of Legion. Yeah, you know what? The dark typing could be good if they lead Espathra, but they could just go Terra Fairy. So I'm gonna go Legion. My Espathra is also Terra Fairy. It's real good against things like Sucker Punch. The fact that Espathra only is Psychic type instead of Psychic Flying is really nice. You know, Psychic isn't weak to too many types, so I really like Pokemon with just one typing, you know, especially defensive support Pokemon or cleanup Pokemon. Gastrodon's obviously coming, and you know what? Let's just bring Dua Lipa. You know, I want to feature Espathra as much as I can this video. I think Espathra's a mon with a lot of potential. All right, Borachuzo. Let's see what you got. Okay, they do lead Vaporeon and Espathra. Now, that Vaporeon, like I said, is annoying for my team. I'm going to set up this Trick Room here. And I'll just go for the Population Bomb on Vaporeon. I want to hit Espathra because I know it'll go down, but Vaporeon is just the biggest challenge for my team, so it makes sense to attack into it. Damn, they withdraw. That's probably Annihilate coming in. Yep. Okay. So we fail the Population Bomb. That's going to be a big setback. They get up a Reflect. That's not terrible. I'm going for special damage here. But Trick Room goes up. I think now's a good time to try this Terra Ghost Shadow Ball, just to see how much it does. And we'll try to get a Population Bomb on Espathra. I don't think I saw Espathra get a speed boost. So this must be that Espathra that gets the same special, or the stat raises as the opponent. It'd be cool to see if that happens every turn, or if it just happens on switching. I haven't seen this interaction before. Alright, Slowbro does decent chip to the Annihilate. I'm just going to get it all back with a Drain Punch, though. Yeah. Not a great start for the home team. But at least we get this free switch into Gastrodon. They get up a light screen. That's also tough. So we haven't really accomplished much at all in these first 2 turns besides getting Trick Room up. We're going to have to put in big work with Gastrodon. Let's go for the Surf and the Muddy Water. Just see how much damage this does. That light screen is probably going to save them. Okay, a little Terastallization. Terra Fighting. There's a few types that I think could be really good with Annihilate, and Terra Fighting is definitely one of them for boosted Drain Punches. Yeah, that does nothing behind that light screen. They do get the special attack boost, so no, we miss a Muddy Water on Annihilate. That's rough. Rage Fist is going to start doing a lot of damage. Yeah, Slowbro goes down. We are in a rough spot, team. But you know what? You cannot win all the games. That is just a fact. Lumina Crash. Gastrodon tanks it, but we get the harsh special defense drop, so I'm not feeling too confident about this one, folks. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat anything for you, but, you know, we'll play it out, see what happens. So, I'm going to just go Dazzling Gleam. And hit a Muddy Water again. Or should I say miss a Muddy Water again. Annihilate. Man, it must be Bright Powder Annihilate. Probably wouldn't have KO'd anyways. The combination of both of them, I mean. Man, Rage Fist does a lot of damage. Brings us down to Sash. Lumina Crash is going to finish off Gastrodon after the special defense drop. That Lumina Crash move is great. I think Espathra's speed boost could be really good for special attacking teams. Definitely something to look into. And we do not even take out the Espathra, so that's going to be it. Dang, and the Opportunist copies my speed boost too. That's crazy. I'll just go for Protect here. Maybe we can get a crit onto this Annihilate and do something special on the next turn. Trick Room should be up, I believe, after this turn. We gotta get Dua Lipo at least 1 KO. Alright, Dazzling Gleam it is. I think we just got 4-0'd. Did we get 4-0'd? That's not a good look. I guess we're gonna, if we win this speed tie, get the KO on Espathra, if it's a speed tie. Alright, so we don't get 4-0'd. We do get the crit on Annihilate, but it wasn't even close to enough. And that's going to wrap it up. Bulky Annihilate coming clutch. Rage Fizz Drain Punch. Down goes Espathra. You did well. I appreciate you trying. Preventing the 4-0. Borichuzo with a nice team there. Good play on turn 1 to switch in that Annihilate. I will give you that. So we are on to game 3. Willy Wonka here has got Torkoal Lilligant and Dondozo Tatsugiri. But we do have answers, so I'm not too worried about it. Now I'm going to lead Raymundo, and I like Amoonguss in the lead actually. You know, Legion could be good, but Legion's just really threatened by the Lilligant lead. You know, if they spore Legion, I'm just gonna be in a bad position. I don't want that to happen, so I think I'd rather lead Amoonguss, and that way I can just protect in front of Torkoal or try to spore it before it gets off an eruption. And if they do go for after you eruption, I should then probably get a free switch into a Gastrodon. So I like that. And in the back against this team, I think I'm gonna bring Dualipo. Like I said, I want to feature Espathra as much as possible, and it does pretty well into all these Pokemon. I got Shadow Ball for the Rabsca. It resists Body Press from Greedent and can get off Lumina Crashes to drop special defense harshly. That Lumina Crash paired with Focus Sash can make it pretty easy to 1v1 Pokemon in the end game if I'm at full health, so I really like that option for when Trick Room doesn't quite get the job done. So they lead Lilligant Torkoal. I'm not too worried about this because I have safety goggles and Slowbro is really bulky, so I'm not even sure that Leaf Storm and Eruption will KO. We'll have to see. Yeah, I'm gonna just go Trick Room here. I'm just thinking, because we're setting up a Rain Dance, but no, it's not. I'm gonna go Spore into Torkoal. I like that. Okay, they protect. This isn't terrible because I can just protect next turn and set up a Rain Dance. They try to Sleep Powder. You live and die by the Sleep Powder, fam. As I live and die by the Spore, but I'm okay with that. We set up Trick Room. Now, one thing I can do is, yeah, I'm just gonna Rain Dance and protect. That's a safe play. I was gonna say one thing I can do is I can Terrastalize Amoonguss into a Water type, but I just don't want to blow my Terra too early. They go for the Eruption. Slowbro takes nothing, even in the sun. You love to see it. We get off a Rain Dance. So I'd say that Amoonguss is in a pretty good position now. With Amoonguss' natural bulk, we should be able to survive an Eruption with rain coverage. They go for an after you there. I'm not really sure what the plan was or if that was a misclick. So I'd say that Rain Dance puts Amoonguss in great position. I should be able to take any attack from Torkoal now with that rain support and Amoonguss' natural bulk. And I think I'm going to go for the Terra Ghost Shadow Ball into Lilligant and just try to put Torkoal to sleep. They could protect here or switch out, but I'm still going to go for it. If they do switch out, we get a free Spore off into whatever comes in. And it looks like they're not switching out. We're going for the Terrastalization, so Torkoal's not Terra Terrastalizing either. Slowbro looking good with that Terra Ghost. I think Terra Ghost is one of the coolest looking little Terra hats. They're going for a Terra of their own. It has to be Lilligant based on the speed order. Yeah, Lilligant Terrastalizes into Terra Grass, so going for that big double dip grass damage. Let's see if our defensive Terra is enough to save us. Neither one takes much from Eruption. Boom, that's a nice Shadow Ball. We get off the Spore. Torkoal hasn't taken a turn of sleep yet because it already moved, so that's huge for us. They go for the Giga Drain. Yeah, but even with the double stab, Slowbro's bulky enough to tank that. I don't know. In my opinion, I think that the defensive Terras are the best way to go. I mean, I'm going to go for the Surf here, see if I can take out Torkoal, and then go for the Clear Smog to try to finish off this Lilligant. But yeah, you know, offensive stabs are cool. It's probably good to have one or two on your team, especially for like spread attacks, just to, you know, get that extra boost of damage, kind of counteract spread moves losing damage from being spread moves. But I mean, in a VGC game, when VGC games tend to not be very long, just getting that extra turn from getting off that clutch defensive terrestrialization can win you games. You know, having a whole nother turn to move. I mean, you can see they went for the offensive terror and it wasn't even enough to pick up. Wasn't resisted or anything, just, you know, didn't do enough damage. So Torkoal goes down, one shot. Yeah, like I said, you know, probably a good idea to have one or two offensive terrors, but I think for the most part you're much better off, you know, adding stabs to a Pokemon and you know, just getting that defensive support that terrestrialization provides. So really a lot more room for creativity too. Amoonguss picks up with Clear Smog, so we get to see what their last two Pokemon are. I'd say we are in great position here. Should still be one turn of Trick Room left. And they go for Tatsugiri Dondozo. So this is okay. I got a turn a Trick Room left, so I can go for a Clear Smog. And if they have Protect here, this could get tricky, but the next turn I can just either go for Spore or Trick Room and see what we can do with Gastrodon. So we'll see. It's not over yet for either one of us. I'm just gonna go for the Terra Ghost Shadow Ball, and I'm gonna go for a Clear Smog, try to get rid of these boosts. Looks like they don't protect, so we do get off the Clear Smog. And boom, Shadow Ball. Alright, that's a solid hit. They go for an Order Up. Take out Slowbro. I'm cool with that. Honestly, I'm glad they hit Slowbro as opposed to Amoonguss. So they've already used their Terra, so if they are Terra Dragon, they can't go for water moves safely because I got Gastrodon in the back. I'm going to bring a Espathra in to see if a Espathra can clean this up. Also, in case that's a Choice Scarf Tatsugiri, it'll be nice to get these speed boosts on right away. I'm going to go for Lumina Crash, drop this special defense. Just kind of a damage calc for me. Okay, that does solid damage. Should pick up with the next one because of the defense drop. They do have a Citrus Berry though. But I got Sash, so it doesn't matter. They go for an Order Up. Amoonguss eats it. Thanks for the sushi. Have a nice nap. A little dose of chamomile. Alright, so I'd say we're in good position now. I still got my Sash intact. Should be able to take them out here. I don't want to go for a Clear Smog and get rid of the special defense drops. That's the only thing. So I think I'll just switch out into Gastrodon. And battle is canceled. That's it. That's a wrap. Thanks for coming out. Just beat a Torkoal, Lilligant, and Dondozo team. So this team puts in work. If you want the rental code, I'll put it in the description. Appreciate y'all watching. If you enjoyed that, go ahead and like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And I really appreciate your time. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.